Can anyone hear me? Have we got the sound bars up there? We have. We're good. Welcome to Monday Live 100. We got there in the end. Yes, so welcome everyone. We've got a huge show tonight. We've got 250 odd people on already. So welcome everyone. I think we're organised now. Would not be a Monday Night Live without me cocking something up. Don't worry about it. So I hope everyone can hear me now. So just let me know if you can, and we can go from there. So yes. So I believe we've got volume. So tonight's prize, Equinox 600. Fantastic little machine. What else have we got here? Oh, second machine, kids machine, Bounty Hunter Junior. That one's going out tonight. Got a little tiny mini pan kit here that's got a pan and a snuffer bottle and other stuff in it there. I won't pull it out because it's green and I hate the green. We've got two nugget scoops which are green, but they're a different colour green to the green screen. We have a cable here. It's actually for a special person. We've got some soap, some Gold Diggers soap. We've got a few bits of soap left, so let's get this up here. It's beer soap, the best sort of soap to use. What else have we got? We've got Gold Bar soap, giving it away here. Gold Bar in soap. There we go, Gold Bars. We got, good friends of the shows, Grappy Gold Bars. We've got a couple of beanies since it's coming into the cold months of the year. So massive, massive prizes. We're going to cover a few bits and pieces here tonight. We want to talk about the competitions that are running. I just want to update you what's going on with the shop. We've got the lease. What's doing with the lease. We've got a stack of questions to answer, and we've got to work out what's going on with this swan. So that's, I've got covered in stuff. So I'm very excited to have everyone join me here for the live show. Chance to win a good machine, good kids machine, heap of other stuff. I'm going to see if I can share some knowledge, see if I can help a few people, and go from there. So, apart from tonight, we've got a stack of, we've got two competitions that are finishing in the next few days, okay? So, the first competition to finish, well, Natalie doesn't know this yet, but she's picking the prize. So, this swan, this is a swan, it's a solar powered swan. He's got his thing hanging out the bottom, right? So, we talked about the dam stagnates. So we're trying to think about how we can get it going, circulating over a bit. So we came up with an idea. Michael Gant's responsible for this. He's here somewhere, I think. So Michael and I had a look at our phone and we found solar-powered swan. So the solar-powered swan, it is the... we've got to name the solar-powered swan. So if you look down the feed in the Gold Diggers page, there's a competition. You win a pan for naming the swan. There's some big cracking. It's a laugh just to have a look at naming the swan. What's the other competition? The other competition is to win one of those little Bounty Hunter Juniors again. It gets drawn on the 15th. So it's down the page somewhere too. So that's what competitions are happening at the moment. We're also, from a shop point of view, obviously the people walking through the doors are much, much reduced to how they are. I'm not going to talk about much about what's happening in the world at the moment. We're going to just leave what's going on in the outside world and talk about isolation. Is there a crockhead? Bradley says there's a crockhead. That would be cool. So, yes, that would be cool. We've got to look at that. I've got to look at the croc head. So, head. That might keep people off the leaf. These people. So, off the leash. So, so that's what's happening. So, I had a conversation with a guy on Wednesday, I think it was, on Zoom. It was also live, about an amazing coin he found in the actually on the Sunshine Coast. So there, we might just throw that up. Taylor's here with me. He's currently putting that up. So here's a coin. Let me get out of the road. Here's a coin. Can we get the video up as well, Taylor? Even if you get rid of me, I'll just keep talking. So here's a coin. One side, 18.99. Let's turn him over. Come on, let's turn him over. $1,900. So there you go. One of the rarest coins I think that I've seen found. Is it's an 18.99 misstrike with a 1900 on the back. So I think that'd be a very, very valuable coin. That was found on the Sunshine Coast, at the back of the Sunshine Coast. 18.99 thrip, and then a 1900 thrip on the other side. So that's the same coin, those two photos. So yeah, 90 degree rotated. So it is an amazing, amazing little coin, that one. So what an amazing find! Incredible stuff. So righto. So just a bit of a shop update. Our virtual store has been going nuts. So people ringing up to video chat has been fantastic. We're also doing car park pickups and online telephone. We're even dropping a few bits and pieces out. So that's a fantastic thing. So we're running as per normal. In the next couple of weeks, one or two of us will head out to the lease. So we'll head out to the lease, and we will get the lease up and running. And that answers one of the big questions tonight, is that we'll get some pay dirt happening. So that's the most important thing there. We will get some gold running, and we'll have that lease up and running. There'll be a lot of videos will probably be a little bit more focused on the lease for a little while, because that's where we'll be working, and so that's what's going to happen there, sort of thing. So so you will see us out in the lease, and that's simply because it's that's what we're going to do to pay wages, and we're not putting anyone off. We're not doing any of that stuff. We're going to work. So so that's what's happening. So that's why you'll see us out there so much. So so Taylor, we might if we can just throw that coin back up. If you've got the pictures of the coin, right? So people are asking, was it hit by a pick? No, that to me looks like a square nail that's been driven through it to hang it on a necklace. So I would suspect that's what's happening there. So yeah, so I don't think it was hit with the pick. I don't think it was dug with a pick. I think it was dug with a spade. But anyway, yeah. So yes. So yeah. So that's really what's happening with everything. So And I just want to take a moment here and just say, yes, I'm the one sitting here for the 100 shows. However, you guys are the one. I wouldn't be doing it unless you guys were watching. So thank you, everyone else. Everyone's sending congratulations, but it's all congratulations to you guys too. So thanks very much, everyone. So Dean mentions, don't they call them a clip coin? That's not a clip coin. That's been done to hang on a necklace. A clip coin normally has the edge taken off it. Normally it's got the edge taken off. Normally it's a gold coin that's clipped. There's some silvers that are clipped too. So yes. So that coin, the only thing I can think of with that coin is that coin must have got stuck in the machine over the period where they changed the dies from 1899 to 1900, and then just happened to fall back into the machine after they changed the die. So that's the only thing I can think of. So right, so that's pay dirt. We should have, there's a question here, Dig Lewis. Now, I put up a post there earlier about if anyone had any questions, just spit them out here. So I've got far too many questions here. So I'm going to rattle through them. We're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to get a bit tricky technology-wise. I think Taylor's here with me. Taylor, are you going to say hello? Or we'll see if Taylor's microphone works.
Hey
hello.
guys, how's it going?
Yeah. So can anyone hear Taylor? I hope so. So Taylor's got his own microphone now. So anyway, Dig Lewis asks estimates when pay dirt's available. Yes, we will be. I would suspect we'll be out at least late this week, early next week, and then we will be. And then from that point in time, we will probably have pay dirt. The plant is due to be done, finished, we hope, this weekend, and we can get moving on getting out there and doing some work. So, and that's the trick. We've just got to get out there and do some work. So, right. So. Right, hammer coins get clipped, lost video. Right, I'm just going through a few comments here. Maybe that coin was purposely done that way, but it is a very, very rare coin. I have never seen one. I've talked to a few people about that coin, and they've never heard of it. So it's a very, very rare coin. So that's Dig. So we've got pay dirt coming. Okay. Linda, where is the gold? Linda asked me a question, where is the gold? I'm going to tell you where the gold is. Ian asks a question about a good place to pan, close to Gympie, close to Cairns. And Peter asks gold in Gympie, where to look. So we'll throw that map up of the GPA at Gympie just for Peter. And then, so this is the Deep Creek fossicking area at Gympie. That is the only fossicking area close to you at Gympie. Okay, so that's searchable online. You know, and you can have a look. So for the people, for Linda, Ian, Peter, right? We're going to throw this phone up. So I've got my phone here, right? This is my phone. Okay. So, the app I use is, I've still got my noise on, so I better turn that off. Australian Geographical Travel Maps. Okay, so that's the. Is that following me there, Taylor? We might have a further technical issue. It seems to have frozen again. We might have to come back to this. How I source a bit of gold. So Right. So don't get me wrong, with that Gympie fossicking area, yes, you can still find gold there, but it's not the world's greatest spot to find gold. It's a fairly small area, and yeah. So, right. So, okay, we're working on this here. Taylor's working on it in the background. So, I also want to talk about this. A very, very good customer of ours, Nadia, good, watches the show all the time, made me a mug. Golden Spur mining mug. Love it. So we're on the Golden Spur mining mug now. So, yeah. Right, so what I'm going to show you, if we can manage to get this up and going there. See, Taylor, you've got the... It's frozen. We need to read it. Oh, there we go. You got it, I think. Well done. We might just stick to this subject then. We're on the... Yes. Okay. So, Australian Geographic Travel Maps. Okay. So, this is... Let's just work on Gympie, for instance. Or let's go to Cairns. Let's do Cairns for Ian. So, we'll scroll up the coast to Cairns. Okay. So if we were then to go through and get Queensland gold and silver, it loads up Queensland gold and silver. Here we go. So this is gold occurrences. This is not where you can go. Okay. So as we look here from a Cairns point of view, okay, there is a huge amount of gold mines. There is a huge amount of gold mines in the area. But if we were just to stick close, okay, what this app does is it allows you to go on to, you click on any of the mines and it tells you what it is. It's a very small gold mines, less than 0.5 of a tonne, right? Let's just click on another one. That's the same one. I haven't actually pre-prepared this. These are all very small gold mines. If we were to go a bit further west and just pick one randomly, and so it gives you a stack of information here, okay? So that's fantastic, okay? That's good information. So then if we were to then go, let's overlay that with the geology and just pick up, let's just randomly pick up an area, okay? So this is close to Cairns. So I tend to look at transitions. Anywhere you've got transition zones in an area is a great place to look. So if we were then to just go and focus on those two mines there, okay? So Craig's Lode, it was 8 metres deep, very small, 92, so relatively low. So not too much information there. Gold and silver came out of the place, but you can see it sitting on a fault line. You can also see that one there, Tunnel Hill, is at the end of a fault line. Okay, so again, 5 metres deep. Okay, it's a small, not a very small one, so it's a bit bigger mine. So I would then be looking at that from the point of view of, okay, so that's extended. Maybe this one has extended as well and is off, and you would have to have a look at the terrain there just to see exactly what's going on there. See whether they're hitting that 5 to 8 metre thing. Does that blow out? Kilometre down the road, 5 kilometres down the road. Is that happening on all of them? You can see this reef, this fault line here. It looks like that one there. The Great Australian has It's only 3 metres deep off the end there, but they're all hard rock mines by the look of them, sort of thing. So, and you can start to combine your information about the geology with where the gold mines are, and then actually see what the gold mines are, whether a hard rock mine, whether they're, you know, alluvial mines. So if we were then to just go back here, we'll take this detail down, we'll go back to a satellite map, and we'll leave that up. But if we were to look at Queensland, for instance, as my, here we go. I thought it had frozen. If we were to look at Queensland, it's a bit slow because there's a bit of information there. If we were to look at Queensland, it's down the whole east coast of Queensland. Okay, so there is gold occurrences everywhere. So if we were just to narrow in on Gympie here a little bit, so here's Gympie, the town that saved Queensland. You can see this huge amount of gold, all deep reef gold, or a lot of deep reef gold through the centre of Gympie. Okay, but if you were looking at Gympie, who was looking for Gympie? Peter. Most people have more success on the surrounding areas around the main area that they can get access to. So if you've got access to, some private property, you can jump on here, you can dial in and go, well, right, there's a few gold mines here, okay, and, you know, small, and you can just scroll around and you can start working your, start working some detail, okay. So that's Queensland, okay. So if we were then to go, and so you can download all these things, then we were to go, who do we want to look at? Victoria. Let's have a look at Victoria. Someone was saying Victoria's got GeoVic. Right, so let's just scroll out here, wait for the app to catch up with me, because I'm fast. You're amazed by how fast I am, Taylor. The app is. So if we were to look at just Bendigo, or let's have a look a bit further into the triangle here. So, Malden State Forest here. And again, you can just, have I got the Vic detailed geology? Right, here's the detailed geology in Victoria. Okay, so it's a perfect app to have on your phone. It costs very little, but this is how I download, that's how I look at detailed maps. It's fairly simple, straightforward, easy to do. Does WA 40Es, it does all the tenement system in WA. I haven't got WA loaded, I don't think. The app is, it's Australian Geographic Travel Maps, but see down the bottom there, I'm in the road. See down the bottom there, it says Trilobite Solutions. That's where you download it. So if we go to New South Wales, same thing. New South Wales, and we'll turn off the gold. New South Wales, metallic minerals. Right, where did someone say something about there? It's still loading. Oh, we're out in the ridge. Something's happened. It's stopped working. Yep. So let's turn. We might have to do this, reboot it. So, but this is a fantastic resource. Okay, fantastic. So New South Wales. Let's turn on. Let's go to Barrington Tops. Then we turn on bedrock geology. Then we turn on metallic minerals. There we go. Right, so quite a lot of detail, fault lines. I'm not suggesting you're allowed to go into this area. You've still got to research your area and get permission. Okay, I'm not saying you can go into these areas, but what we're doing here is, if you've got an area or you're looking at an area, this is the place to start. So, like, obviously, like each of the maps has got different detail. The New South Wales one's got a decent topo over the top of it. So, but yeah, so this is an alluvial lease. Claims were taken in the 1880s, so this is an early one. Small gold mine, but you know, that's the detail of it. So if you want to go and find gold, you want to go and find big gold, right? Get something like this so you can run that app. Okay, so it's mental. The downside of it is, let me show you the downside of it. Let me turn all this stuff off. Okay, and I've talked about this before, but let's say that I wanted to add a waypoint. Is that how you add a waypoint? Mark a location, tap on the map, boom, right? So we'll call it that, we'll save it that, right? It's put that map on that there on the map. The downside of it is the detail is not that great, okay? So that's half of that dam I've just marked. Okay, which is not detailed enough. So, yeah. So for waypoints, it's no good. Okay, for my waypoints, I use this. Right, and I put waypoints in on Gaia GPS, and it's got a great topo map. If we were to scroll in, fantastic topo map. You can add a waypoint here. We'll just add a waypoint. Save, and it disappeared. Maybe I didn't save it, but it gives you an exact waypoint. Add a waypoint, save. Maybe I haven't got the waypoints turned on in the layer, but yeah. So it is very, very good. So that's that Gaia, GAIA map, and yeah. So that's a fantastic system. That's how I use it. Okay, so waypoints aren't perfectly accurate. So if we were to look at that other waypoint, right, that is probably your margin of error. Okay, but I would think that margin of error, I would say it moves around, but I like the idea of putting a point in, not a square, if that makes sense. So, yes, Gaia, I don't know how much the subscriptions to that is. I pay for it. Yeah, $30 a year for that. Yeah, it's $30 a year. Taylor tells me. He's full of information, Taylor. I should know that, but yeah. So $30 a year. So yeah, the Trilobite thing is like about $14 a year, and then you can add other maps to it. Like it costs money to get the tenement system in WA, sort of thing. So. So it's not ridiculously dear, but that's how I would look at an area and sort of try and get my head around it. So I hope that helps. So, right, so what's happening? Let me just refresh this here because I'm not getting a live viewer count. How many people have we got up? I think I must have bored some then. I think we went down. So, yeah. Right. Okay, so I've missed a stack of... so there's a... So Ricky talks about Google Earth too, right? Google Earth's fantastic, great resource. I still use it a lot, right? But when you go out into the bush, and you lose internet reception, you no longer have your maps. Okay, you can't download them. There was talk about being able to download them and use an external GPS and all that sort of stuff, but Google Earth, when you go out in the bush, you lose the maps. This you don't. You've got a satellite map that scrolls along with you the whole time you're driving through the bush. Okay, so that's the advantage of this. I've got it set up in an iPad in my ute, just runs those two things, and yeah, so that's the downside of Google Earth. So yes, right. So thank you everyone for watching, spending 5 minutes with me, or an hour with me, depending on how long you're staying. So prizes tonight, just as a recap, we got couple of nice, really nice Grappy, good supporter of the show, Grappy beanies here, nugget scoops, soap of varying types. We got gold bar soap, right? That's going out. We've got I've lost it here. Bounty Hunter Junior, great for the kids. We've got a competition on that as well, but this one's going out as well tonight. Not this one, but a new one. Little pan kit. Equinox 600. Yeah, so Equinox 600 also going out as prices. All you need to do to enter is to comment on this live stream. So we've got through 4 questions of 40. Right, so let's look at AT Gold. Who was that? Keith Buck Roberts. Keith Buck Roberts. This is your question, straight for you, Keith. So Keith asks, what's the best coil for a Garrett AT Gold? Now, I've got 2 suggestions to you. The Nell coils are very, very good as an aftermarket core. What do we got here? I'm going the wrong way. This is the sharpshooter. Fantastic coil. Said it again. It's a coil, right? It is basically the same size as the standard coil. It's a fraction longer, but much, much more sensitive. I've actually got a sharpshooter on my AT Max at the moment and love it. Absolutely love it. Then we've got was it the Hunter I suggested? I think it's the Hunter. Storm, I should say. The Storm. If you want a big coil, if you want to take it into the parks and cover some ground looking for silvers, that's the coil for you. Great ground coverage. The machine will handle it. Yeah, absolutely. So that would be those. I would suggest those 2 coils. A big coil and a small coil, depending on what sort of hunting you're doing. And yeah, go from there. The other question I got. So, where is it? Amy Davis asked a question that I'm not qualified to answer, but I'm going to answer it anyway. She asked, should I order pizza for the family or cooked boiled eggs and soldiers for dinner? Amy, I'm going to go with the boiled eggs. I know it may be the boring choice and not the pizza. Surprisingly enough, I'm not a big pizza fan. I worked for big companies a lot that every time you had to work late, there was pizza on the table. I got sick to death of eating pizza. So, Amy, I hope you went the boiled eggs. Anyway, strange the questions that people ask me on this show. So, anyway, Francis. Francis is another person that watches this show all the time. Okay, is looking for. There's a girls prospecting group that I know Francis is a member of, but she's looking for something for specifically in Victoria. If it's Victoria, if your ladies get in touch, in touch with Francis. Yes, so yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. The girls group there's a Facebook girls group, so get onto that. Trisha, who watches the show all the time, has something to do with that. So yeah, right. So let's talk detectors. I get this question all the time. Okay, so we're going to start with, I got a few. Andrew Kilborn asked me best detector under 1500. Then best detector for beginning, best machine for the beach, good detector for a beginner. So they're all the questions that I get on a daily basis, right? So I normally do a show on it about this time of year, so I'm going to do a bit of a shortcut on the show, okay? We'll do that show in the next few weeks, but this is what I think. So, best detector under $1,500. Andrew was talking about gold, okay? So, gold. So, first choice would probably be, what have you got queued up, Taylor? ORX, right? ORX, phenomenal machine, okay? Lightweight, super easy to use. Won't be available now for the next few months because France is in total lockdown. So that's the ORX. There's a choice of three. There's three machines, okay? The next one would be the Fisher Gold Bug 2. People laugh at me when I talk about the Fisher Gold Bug 2, but it is an absolute killer machine. And very easy to get to know, very simple to operate. Then we have the Gold Monster. So you cannot go wrong with any of those three for an entry level under 1500 gold detector. I hate to tell you this, but for gold detecting, you really, for a new machine, not talking about second-hand machines, you got to spend $1,000. I don't, you can find gold with an Ace 200 or a Ace 200, 300, 400, whatever. Vanquish will find gold. Everything will find gold. But entry level, $1,000, right? So you're better off, if you want to go detecting, hone your detecting skills. You haven't quite got enough money to do that. Hit the parks and pop dollar coins, $1 and $2 coins. You will, in no time at all, be able to trade up to a gold machine. So, yeah. So, now, when I talk about these machines, go back to the Gold Bug if you can, Taylor. That thing there is copied so much, right? If you're not paying $1,500 for it, right, it's a Chinese copy, okay? So you've got to be very, very careful with that. That is a very, very copied machine, okay? So, yeah. So, happy birthday to Luke Johns. Birthday today. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Right, so that covered that. Now, what else were we talking about here? Best detector for a beginner, right? For beginning. If you can afford to spend but don't want to go overboard, right? What's a good detector for a beginner, right? Looking forward to getting pumped no. Now, this is a thing that I hate asking every single time someone asks me this question. And the question is, what's your budget, right? And I only don't like saying it because it sounds very salesy, doesn't it? Like it just sounds so salesy, like I want to get as much money out of you as possibly can. But the problem with it is, I would recommend, if you weren't looking for a gold machine, you got $1,000 to spend, I would recommend a different machine to if you said to me, I've got $5,000 to spend. So, yeah. So, that's where I struggle. If you stick Garrett, MindLab, XP, you cannot go wrong with any of the machines. They hold their resale value very well. And, yeah, there's a few... there is a few standouts like out of the boxes, like the Goldbug 2, like the Simplex. I've never tried one. I hear good things. But, you know, I hear good things about that thing. But if you stick to Garrett MindLab XP, you cannot go wrong. And in 12 months' time, you think, I'm not going to do this anymore. You get pretty good resale value on them. So that's what I would think. So then we've got something here about what's the best machine for the beach. Right. Best machine for the beach for the general punter user is this fella, that fella, Equinox 800, right? So, Equinox 800, very, very good machine for the beach, right? However, if you want to go for a swim, there is two better machines than it. The Sea Hunter from Garrett and the XCal from MindLab. I'm in the road of it again. So, they're beach machines. The XCal and the Sea Hunter will punch deeper than the Equinox. And they're both diving machines, go down to 60 metres. So, great machines. Very, very simple to use, those two machines. Yeah, but the Equinox 800, hands down, the best beach machine going around. The only real major difference between the 600 and the 800 is that the 800's got a gold mode. So it does a little bit of gold as well. So, right. This machine for the beach. Right. Now, we got another. So while we're talking about machines, let's get all these machine questions out of the road. Okay. Gary Taylor, nugget finder coils for the GPZ. Yes, absolutely. Coming. So, they are coming. They are sometime this year. No idea when. Absolutely no idea when. Don't wait for it. Okay? So, yeah. Right. So, right, so that covers that. So there is a nugget finder designing a coil for the GPZ 7000. It is coming, who knows when, but it will be before Christmas. Right. So, Shane asks a tricky question here. A very, very tricky question. Shane Taylor, Garrett ATX versus MindLab GPX 5000. So, both is the short version. So the ATX can be a very, very powerful machine in the right circumstances. The right circumstances are where a 5000 can't work. Okay? A 5000 is also a much dearer machine. So, or is a bit dearer machine anyway. So, because the ATX is $39.99 recommended retail, and the 5000's $5,000, so it's $1,000 dearer. So, I would have to lean towards the 5000 because as a beginner, it's probably like as a beginner, I'd buy an SDC to start with. Like an SDC is a fantastic machine for a beginner. Very, very simple to use. Nice. SDC would be a better machine for a beginner. It's cheaper. It's easier to use. It'll find you gold, no trouble at all. And yeah, happy days. So, but probably lean towards the 5000. The ATX is good around machinery and working under power lines and all that sort of stuff, but it's a bit more, exactly. So, right. So, that's sort of covered all the machine questions. Sandra, actually, what else have we got to go here? Prizes, don't forget the Swan. I'm losing track here. So, okay, let's get into Sandra ask a question here. Sandra, what's the best bit of detecting advice you've ever been given? So the best bit of advice I've ever been given was to, and plenty of people do this, but is to stay in one tight area and really work that tight area. Don't wander off into the bush. Pick a geology location with your geo map, right? And a mine and and work that area really, really thoroughly. Okay? Don't wander in the bush because you'll miss it. You will absolutely miss it. So that's the best bit of advice I've ever been going. Ever since then, I've found gold regularly for a long period of time, but I noticed when I stopped wandering and concentrated on areas, my gold quantity went up fairly dramatically. So, So just stick to one area. Don't wander all over the bush, okay? Because you will, you won't tend to find anything. So, so that's the best trick. And that's probably a bit more an advanced tip. There's a whole stack of stuff to it. The 3 pillars, I talk about the 3 pillars about knowing your machine, knowing the location, and attitude, right? Well, you've got to have those 3 things to get good at anything really. That you got to know it, you got to know where to go, and you got to persevere with it. Like, that's life a bit. So, yeah. What's that? The clips. What clips video?
All the other Monday Night Live.
Oh, Taylor, thank you. I need a spell. So, as a thing for the 100 shows, I clean forgot about this. What? Yeah, I clean forgot about this. We might go a bit overtime here because I haven't covered all these questions. Some good questions here. Yeah? Taylor's put together a video montage. I've seen glimpses of it as he's been putting it together. So I don't quite know what he's got in store for me here. So I'm going to be watching this exactly the same as what you are. So let's roll it, Taylor. I clean forgot about it. So let's have a look. Hello.
Louis.
Yes. Hang on. Hello. Welcome to the first Friday night live detecting talk.
It's Christmas.
It is Christmas time, and I thought you were going to wear the hat this week.
No.
Yeah, you said you would last week.
I know.
Yeah. Hello, welcome. Here we are. Welcome to Monday Night Live 42. I'm here with Warren from NQ Explorers,
Okay, Ben.
the world's greatest YouTube channel.
A dry panning video coming up.
Oh, that'd be good. Did you use one of these?
No, I didn't use a tin pan. Here's one of these.
Yeah.
The thing about dry panning, though, I mean,
It's hard to do.
it's not easy because you can't see the gold.
Yeah. Who said that the new shop was a crap location?
This Mount Gravatt's like the Middle Ages. Or
It
something.
is. It is.
It's freaking horrible.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
No,
Right.
it's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, it's got a Eureka flag on the post. I've got a story about the Eureka flag. Well, I've got my own Eureka flag
right.
story, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Eureka flag. What was the story of the Eureka flag? Wasn't there a story attached?
No, there is a story attached.
Something to do with Peter Laylaw? Or?
No, there was no Peter Laylaw.
Oh,
I'm actually quite embarrassed by this story, right?
okay. Well, we're going to enjoy this then.
We had a Eureka flag out the front,
Right.
And yes, it looked pretty tatty, right? It had been
that's good.
flying a while,
Been
right?
shot at by the redcoats.
Well, obviously, a mysterious person, thought I should do a little bit more justice to the flag, and I arrived to work one day, and there was a brand new Eureka flag stuffed in the door, which was
nice?
a beautiful thing to do.
Nice gesture.
Yeah, really nice thing to do. So anyway, Friday we got around to
Hauling up the new flag.
hauling up the new flag. It was a beautiful flag too. Come in Saturday morning. We'd forgotten to pull it in. At night, someone knocked it off.
Oh,
I was like,
Chopping and changing.
well, it is Australia.
yeah. So
Eureka flag.
yeah,
That's, yeah, they look good when they're tatty, though.
yeah, they do.
Looks like the real
Yeah,
deal.
but anyway, whoever that lovely person
He's
was
got a Eureka flag.
who gave me the flag,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay.
so thanks very much. But
It's been knocked off. You can just drop another one off.
no, I've got one. I've got one coming. So
Well,
we'll have the Eureka flag flying again shortly.
Okay.
So-
I tell you one bloke who's never watched the show.
What's that?
Live. You.
Yeah, no, I've never seen a live show. I
Yeah.
have seen a couple after the
See-
event.
Oh, you have, yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you who has seen a lot of the shows is Natalie, who works for me.
Oh, right.
Because she chops up all. We're doing these little shortcuts now.
She'd be
So
sick
she
of
watched hours and hours and hours
she
of
must
me.
She must love it.
She's a.
And then she's
stat,
got to
yeah.
listen to you live all day. on top
Exactly,
of it.
exactly. So she gets a fair bit of me. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's,
No.
There's not too many places in Australia you can pan gold in a rock pool in salt water.
No, there's not. There's not. Well, wearing your boardies. Or
True.
your budgie
Yeah,
smugglers.
your budgie smugglers. That make a good video.
Prospecting and budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll leave that one to you, I think, mate.
Yeah, All yours.
G'day, folks. Ben, Monday Night Live. How are we going? Welcome, Guy. Guy from GemQ. How are you?
I'm not too bad, Ben.
It's
G'day, everyone.
It's an absolute honour to have you up here, Guy. It's like I've got some YouTube royalty in the place.
Oh.
So
We have hats and things
hats.
like that.
The hat doesn't work terribly well on the green screen, but we can see it there, sort of. So yeah. So
And beards and
the
things.
beards. Yeah.
I would say that most of the problems that we have with animals in the bush are ants.
Yeah.
Bloody
yeah.
bull ants.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. There's a video, I think Warren published it,
Yeah.
of I was standing there, I was trying to help film a video, and I was standing there thinking, what's that? I had a pair of shorts on, inside my shorts, there was a strategic attack drive.
Oh, no.
They climbed up, right, because I had gaiters on. Must have been October, November. They had gaiters on, so they could get from the gaiters to my shorts. Had long shorts on, right? And all of a sudden, all of them bit me at once. It was a strategic attack. I bloody had my gear off, running around the bush, and Warren's still filming. And he didn't cut it out. No.
No,
No,
I mean,
bloody
that's
hell.
gold, isn't it?
Yeah. G'day, folks. Ben here, Monday Night Live 69. I've got Johnny Hobo Gold here.
There you go.
Gold pour. Johnny's come up to do us a gold pour.
Put me out of business.
As long as the smoke detectors don't go off too quickly.
Well, that's it. Oh, yeah, that smoke detector up there. We might have a shower.
Yeah.
It might go off and the sprinkler system too.
There's a fire brigade about 2 minutes up the road.
Oh, yeah, that's all good.
If we muck anything up, we'll be,
Our audio's off, isn't it? Let's see how else I can embarrass myself here. A lot of the stuff that happens, there's a lot that falls apart on this show, as you're well aware of. In episode 8, I think it was, so the phone set up on a tripod, I got this big giant light shining at me, and I can't see a single thing. So out of the gloom behind the light, a bloke just comes up and stands there with his head sort of half in the light. I can just make him out while I'm talking to you guys. And I'm like, what is going on here? He didn't say anything. He just turned around and walked away. It was the bizarrest thing I've ever come across. It was just really, really creepy. So here's that 20 seconds of my life. Beach detecting or just general detecting. I had some questions about what tools I use, what gear I use to take with me, and we might do a big subject on that next week. So there you go. That was the weirdest thing that's happened to me doing this show. I was on a part of the beach. I thought, oh, I'll get out of the way. You know, I'll duck into the pretty remote place. And oh my God, I was by myself. Yeah. Hello, welcome to Monday Night Live. I don't even know what number it is, 92 or 3, something like that, 92. Or it hasn't even doubled its capacity. So someone who's very, very smart here is actually ringing me. I'm going to hang up so I don't show their phone number. So, but yeah, someone's just tried to ring me. Some smart aleck. But then we've got of course, Garrett gold pan kit that disappears in the green screen. So it's the 3-pan kit. So we got that to give away. And also new in is our snake and spot. Oh, it's green too. Our snake and spider bite kit. It's green packaging, so it's easy to see. I think we need a black screen. Let me throw this photo up here. Look, now it's a nice black colour. Snake and spider bite kit. I'll actually show you them in a minute. I've got to change my green screen to, I don't know, pink or something or other. Here, let me fix this screen up here. I can't stand it when everything disappears. Let's make it just a good old fashioned black screen because I can't stand it. Right, there we go. Well, actually, that's a weird purple colour. But anyway, we're going to stick with it. We're going to run with the weird purple colour. But these are actually green, right? It's a snake and spider bite kit. So I'll show it to you. It's actually green, not weird purple. We may even get Taylor. Taylor's actually going to be doing a little bit of work at night here with us on Monday Night Live. So we may get him as a crash test dummy on the snake bite kit again. Let's get rid of this purple. God, I can't stand the purple. There we go. Purple's gone. So, was my excavator purple, was it? Oh yeah, purple excavator. Yeah, cool. I still don't like the purple. Well, there you go. That was a the audio up. That was a interesting little thing. The green screen really screws me up. So yes. So, but anyway, that's how it is. Righto. So we got to start giving away some of these prizes. Okay. So I don't know how we're quite going to do that. Actually, you know what? When we first started, and Cleggy sort of started this a little bit, but I'm going to write down a number. Since it's the 100th show, I'm only going to do this once, right? I'm going to write down a number on the back of this bit of paper. It's written down on the back of this bit of paper, right? And whoever gets the first, whoever says that number between 1 and 100 first that I see wins a nugget scoop. Okay? So go. Right, let's see if anyone works this out. So nugget scoop for the number written on the back of my thing, and the comment feed will just go stupid. This is the only time I'm going to do this because it ruins the comment feed. Dramatically ruins the comment feed. Nikki, no. Johnny, no. Craig, no. Steve, no. 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 Anyway, we're going to move on. I'm going to try and watch it. Oh, there was one close there. Very, very close. So, will I show Taylor just to make sure it's legit? I've got it the wrong way around. But yes, it's legit. No, it's not 100. Righto. Well, that's been a bit of fun. Let me answer a question while we got here. Best advice. I've got to watch this feed and try and work this out. Let's talk about the Garrett release that happened, the video that came out from Garrett the other day. Their new machine is called Apex, okay? I know nothing more than the I'm still watching these numbers. People are getting very close, but not close enough. So Apex is coming out from Garrett. So I watched the video about 6 times. All I can pick up from the video is that it no longer uses batteries. It's rechargeable and it's lightweight. So that's all I know. I will be watching the release with you. I might even host a watch party if it's at a suitable hour. But that's all I know. I knew there was a machine coming. Every company's got a machine coming. Bang, winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Steve Lawton, 73, my friend. Steve Lawton, congratulations, mate. So, yes. So Steve gets a nugget scoop. There you go, Taylor. You got to keep track of this. There's prizes everywhere tonight. So, yes, it's coming. I'm going to be watching the live stream that Garrett puts out, the same as everyone else, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, yes. So the number guessing game is over. Steve got 73. I've seen Ray's got it too, but he's a bit late. But the number guessing game is over. So, yes. Yes. So, right. So, any gold... Vanessa asked a question here. So, let me talk about it. Vanessa, any gold adventure companies in Queensland do weekends or day trips away? Certainly not at the moment. We do in a Golden Spur. We go back on the Golden Spur at the least when it's up and running, but of course at the moment there is no chance. So, and no tour company is running at the moment. So not at the moment. What the problem with it is though, which of these tour companies can go without business for 6 months and still come through at the other end. So there's no point me giving you any names at all at the moment, because I think that the landscape will change dramatically when tours start again. So unfortunately at the moment there is not. So so that sort of answers that question. So Gary Thompson has hit at the heart of something that I've talked about a little bit, but not much. So Gary Thompson says, "Hi Ben, what's your most prized or sentimental find? Not necessarily the most valuable. Mine is a good old Ram's Head shilling, which I love. It's actually my favourite coin. My grandfather used to give me one to buy Redskin ice cream with, so it unearthed memories that day." That's a fantastic little story there, Gary. Thanks for sharing that with me, and therefore I'm sharing it with everyone. I hope you don't mind, Gary. Now, my most memorable find, I don't really have a sentimental find, not like that, not like a connection like that, but my most prized find was 2.3 ounces out at Warwick. Okay, it was a beautiful piece of gold. I found it 25 years ago, right? And I sold it the next week to go to a party. I've always regretted selling that piece of gold. I don't even have a photo on it. I don't have anything on it. Yeah, so it is I really regret selling that. I don't have a photo of it. My memory of it has been pickled by a lot of years having a drink, and so yeah. So I always regretted selling that piece of gold, and it was a nice little piece of gold, and yes. So yeah. So that's that question gone. Let's give something else away. How are we going to give this away, Taylor? Actually, Nadia, I've got a prize for Nadia, because she's amazing. So I'm going to send this out to Nadia. I had to look it up. I've got your address. I know you were after that. So congratulations, Nadia. You won that cable. So right, soap. Sue asked, how much did I get for that nugget? I think gold was about $300 an ounce back then. So it was a good party. It was a cracking party. We were down the coast. The boys and I rolled down the coast. We stayed at the casino. You know, come home Sunday, broke as anything, and hungover. So yeah, it was. That's a story for another night. That one. But yeah, so that was I didn't get much money for it in today's thing. So yeah, right. So what was I talking about? We're going to give away another prize. Yes, we're going to give away another prize. So I'm going to give this one away to. I'm going to randomise this on shares. Now I've closed the shares off already, so there's no point sharing. This is just for people who have shared previously before I mentioned it, because they're good people, because I didn't ask anyone to share. So we'll give away a Grappy's Gold Nugget, and it would be wrong not to include a Gold Bar soap, beer flavoured soap. This is beer. This is Carlton Dry. This one, scented. Yes. Yeah, it's not flavoured. Taylor makes a good point. It's not flavoured. It's scented. So don't eat it, okay? And did I announce the winner? No, I've got to announce the winner. Here we go. Things have got ludicrous. Luke Johns, contact me after the show, or Taylor may even have the ability to do that. You've won a beanie from Grappy and a soap. Yes, congratulations. So, righto. So, what are we going to give away next? Let's give away a pan. So this one we'll do random comment pick. Tracy Lord, you won a little pan kit. Our new pan kit. And the pan kit, they're like $30 or $35, I can't remember. There's supposed to be a vial in it. Snuffer bottle, little bit of tweezers, a little vial, good quality East Wing pan. So Tracy Lord, congratulations. Here's the little vial, one that Taylor prepared earlier. So that goes with it. So congratulations, Tracy.
Some don't have it in there.
You get that out. So, congratulations, Tracy. So we have been going overtime. We're running overtime here, Taylor. So, yes. So, right. Have I got another question here? I'm sure I've got another question here. Maybe I haven't got another question. Maybe we're out of questions. Maybe we're just into the prize. I think I'm done. Oh, no, there's a big question. Greg Harvey asked a big question about gold indicators. I'm going to get to that. Okay? Yes, Mark, Taylor hasn't got his mic turned on, so you're just hearing Taylor through the main mic here. So Meredith, we've got a video coming up soon about cleaning fines in our coin series, which we've been a bit slack on it. Ken asked, what's the best colour pan? Blue, green, black. I don't care. They're all the same. Blue, green, black. Right? Yellow one's no good. So, yeah. Dylan asked a question that I'm not going to answer. Where do babies come from? Not qualified.
You got two.
I know, but yes. So, right, okay, so what do we got? What do we got? Right, what do we got left to give away? So, we've got... That's Nadia's. Right? Okay, so, Nugget Scoop. Brad asked, do we lay-by detectors? Yes. No, we're not... We do lay-by detectors. We afterpay, we zip, we Sky, finance. We basically, yeah. So, yeah, all on the website. Yeah. So, Chili's not around tonight. Chili is at home, chasing the possum. Yeah. So, yes. So, Nugget Scoop. Nugget Scoop. Oh, Trav Nielsen. That's a good question. Number 1 on the bucket list. Right, I got a story about that. Remind me about that, Taylor. He wants to know what's my number 1 on the buckets yeah. Ben Whitley Lee. Congratulations, mate. Ben Whitley Lee got a scoop and a soap and a Gold Diggers soap. This one is this is Carlton Dry too. Carlton Dry, but it's the Gold Diggers. Got the Gold Diggers cross on it. So congratulations, mate. That solves that one. So let's do another. Let's do the beanie. Let's do the beanie. So how am I going to give this one away? I want to do something a bit different. Sorry? Trivia? I don't know anything though. I'm pretty dopey like that. Not off the top of my head. Nikki Bailey is waiting for birthday soap. Nikki Bailey from January. Yes, we can do split payments. Mark says, can you split payments after pay limit's $1,500? Yes, we can. No problem at all. We can do anything here. So let's give this stuff away. Right. So, Grappies, beanie, and a gold bar. Right, the gold bar soap. Okay. This goes out to. Let me run the randomizer. James Walsley. And he also asked a question, got a Mind Lab pan kit? It is a good kit. Yes. So James Walsley, congratulations, mate. You've got that. Okay. Now we're down to the big stuff. Okay, so we've got a kids detector to give away. Okay. Kids detector. Okay. This is for the Bounty Hunter Junior. Okay. I am going to do a bit of creative stuff here with the randomizer. Okay. If you've got a kid under the age of 12, comment their age, right? And then I'll put all those comments. We'll only run this for about 3 minutes while I give away one more pet of soap. Comment their age, and I think I can pull the numbers out. I can work something out to randomise that pick for you. So you've got 3 minutes, okay? So if you've got a kid under the age of 12, comment the name, and you'll go into the draw to win Bounty Hunter Junior. Cracking machine. Now, bit of soap. There's Kylie with her 7-year-old. We need numbers. So we've got Golden Layers. Golden Layers. This is the Gold Diggers version. Anthony's mentioned it. Kerry's mentioned, but Rodney's mentioned it. We got coming through there now. Right. So bit of soap. Let's randomise this, and we'll come back and have a look at it. Ray Taylor. Congratulations, you've got a bit of soap. It's the Gold Diggers soap. it is Carlton Dry again. We've got a bit of Carlton Dry on the go here. Let's do another one while we're here. Let's do another one here. Right, so Clinton Bowen. You've got a gold bar soap. It says gold on the side. It's also Carlton Dry. Got a bit of Carlton Dry left. So there you go. No problems at all. Okay, so close the competition. If you haven't put your child's name in now, it's done. Okay, we're getting to the big prize now. We're getting up there. Kids detector. Right. So kids detector. Actually, I'm going to reopen it again. If you've got grandkids, it still counts. You can put them in there. Okay, I'm going to I've got more soap. Let's give one more soap away. Okay. David Peck, P-E-E-K. David Peck. You've won a little bit of soap. Now I'm closing the competition for this, for the kids detector. So grandkids count. So yes. There was a question there. Let me just have a look at it here. Let me load this up. I may have given myself a massive over. I may have stitched myself up here, but that's all right. I've done it before. I'll do it again. So, okay. The winner of Bounty Hunter Junior, it's just for some reason gone off the page, is Paul. Where'd you go, Paul? Paul and his son Jacob. Paul Selim, I think it was, S-E-L-M-O-N. But it's gone off the page for some reason. Anyway, Paul, congratulations. Jacob, more congratulations, mate. Jacob, you've won yourself a little machine. Well done, Jacob. So that's that machine. We'll give that over there to Taylor, and Taylor can work out my ridiculousness that's happened there. I don't know quite how I managed to do that. It was certainly random. I don't know how it worked. But anyway, yes. So, okay. So this is a purely, I've only got one prize left. One prize left. How much are these things? I don't know. They're a few bucks. They're a $1,000 machine. No, not quite 1,000. How much are they? We should know how much these are. We're a detecting shop.
1,000 regular retail. We do it for $9.80.
$9.80 we sell these bad boys for. So Equinox 600. That's all there is left. The cupboard is bare after this, except for Nikki's soap that I didn't send her in January. I don't know how I didn't send that soap in January. So yes. Yes. So, great beach machine. Park, field, beach. Okay. So, we better do this one all legitimately. Get it going. So there's no comeback at all. So, let's just set this up right, because the last one was a bit yes. So let's just get this organised here, make sure everything is right, and I capture all the comments. So I'm just closing this. I'm closing the competition now on this Equinox, so it's done. Okay. So no more comments will be counted from now, because I'm taking them out of here and sort this out. Right, okay, we have a winner of the Equinox. Okay, Now, it is. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit here now. Right, I got the winner. The winner has been selected. Okay, if you live in Canberra, right, there's a good chance that this is coming your direction. Right, who's in Canberra? Okay, let me just do a Facebook stalk here. We're going to do a Facebook stalk here. Let's see here. About. Right. Oh, it's all closed up. I can't have any more fun. If you... Oh, hang on. If you like... This is... If you're into music, right? Into music and motorsports by the look of things. Music and motorsports, right? You're a good chance. You're a real good chance. So, have I dragged it out long enough? So, the winner is David Gooch. David Gooch from Canberra. Likes music, likes motorsports. I saw the sprint car stuff there. So, David, congratulations, mate. We will be in contact. We will get you Equinox 600 out the door. We'll get it over there to Taylor, and job done. Right, so well done, David. Congratulations. Well done, mate. So, that's all the prizes. So, there is... there is one question to answer, okay? And we like this is actually quite good because it gets all the, we're sitting by the fire, yeah. So one question here, where is it? Greg Harvey, identifying gold reefs. What else is present? Flow of the land and following the reef, mineral soil types and slopes. Okay, so it's a fairly big question. I start off with this, okay? If you're going to look for, if you're going out searching for gold, okay? Put yourself in a gold bearing area, okay? That's your first bit. Put yourself in a gold bearing area. Then do a bit of research and have a look. What mines were there before? What type of gold, whether it's alluvial. Normally they're either alluvial or hard rock mines. There's very few eluvial mines, but there is some. Okay. Then, again with this, I look for contact zones. Okay, so we're two different types of ground meat. So you can tell that two different grounds of meat by the colour of the soil, vegetation changes, dramatic vegetation changes. There is a lot of indicators that the ground has changed. If you've got a forest full of ironbarks and the colour of those ironbarks, you can see same tree, different colour here, different colour there. You know there's a slight change there. Okay, so you can look at that by those contact zones of where the gold's going to be. Okay, uphill, downhill from existing reef structures are very, very good. Quite often, a quartz reef will do this: come out of the ground, go into the ground, come into the, you know what I mean? So see if you can pick up a line of that quartz reef and follow it along. Okay. So that is the big indicators I look for. There's David there now. David from Canberra. So I'm a big one for looking at changes colour, changes of ground, go below a reef structure, start detecting there. Okay. I would sort of sample your I would sort of sample any of the gullies and just see what gold's there. That's sort of that's what I would start doing. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Was there any other questions? There was one question there. When walking, okay, Trevor's mentioned, when walking along a reef line with mines in it, start at the deepest and walk towards the shallow ones and search off the edge, which makes sense, yes. And skirt the slopes looking for stringers off the main. That's a fantastic way to think about it when you're specifically talking reefs. There's some reef structures in WA that I've experienced that, so you'll have a fault line. You'll have a fault line running across here. Right? You'll have a fault line running in that direction. Right? And then you'll have a shear zone through there. Right? A shear zone cutting it off. Right? But it dips in this direction, so the gold's only found in this quadrant. Okay? So that's something to bear in mind as well, that the gold's fallen off that way, and that's where the gold is. So there's a lot of different structure out there that can affect that. So, yeah. So we might do a whole... okay. So, for those people that are still here, Metal Detecting Country New South Wales has got an Anzac Day giveaway. Yes, Nikki, I've just remembered your shirt as well. Okay. Anzac Day giveaway. Metal Detecting Country New South Wales. Make sure you get over to that page for Anzac Day. Because he's got some cool stuff there. He's got some pics that are engraved and all sorts of stuff. Yes. So, Nikki's got a shirt. Nikki, what's the shirt say? What? Nikki's got some cool shirts. She's been designing some shirts. So, yeah. So we're going to give away one of her shirts. Right. So, sorry to keep asking this, but how... Lisa Baz mentions this. How do you know if a lease is on land or if it's unclaimed? Who to ask permission from to prospect so I don't poach someone else's land? Okay, Taylor, does this phone thing working? No? We can look at that. So Sam here mentions, while Taylor's trying to get this phone working, Sam mentions most of WA is flat, right? When you're prospecting in flat land and you're looking for structure, right? The trick with that is exactly the same, okay? But you're running changes of colour. You're running changes of, is it?
Mirror mode.
Oh, I've got to turn mirror mode on. Hang on. Screen mirroring. Done. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. So, the colour changes, the vegetation changes, the structure is still there, even though it's flat. Okay? So yes. So, Happy Prospector app, Anthony keeps mentioning that, but this does exactly the same thing. So Nikki's shirt that we're giving away, what did I want that for? There was a question. I've forgotten the question now.
Make sure you're not on someone else's claim.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Just remind me about that. Let's give away let's give away Nikki's shirt so I don't forget that. Nikki's shirt says something about I'm not a gold digger. What? Where is it? Where's Nikki's? Nicky's. I can't find it. Anyway, there's a shirt that says something about a gold digger. Okay? So we're giving that away. We're going to randomise that. Nicky, you would have seen it in the comments. There. Adrian Simpson, please contact me. You've won Nicky's shirt. It will look good on you, I think, Adrian. So, yeah, I'm not a gold digger. I dig for gold. There you go. That's what it says. So, yes, I hope you've got them in. Yes. I know it's a lady's shirt, Matt. Matt says it's a lady's shirt. Yes, my randomizer doesn't discriminate, is not sexist. So I cannot get my randomizer to look at sex. Sorry. Yes. So sorry about that. If I've just given away, I'm sure that he has a partner that he can give that to. So, yes. Right. So let's get this. Oh, we're back up. Okay. So what was the question again?
Make sure you're not on
Someone else's lease. Okay. Let's look at lease. Where am I? Oh no, we don't want to be there. So with this app, okay. Where am I? I don't even know where I am. With this app, okay, you can then go for this and turn on all mining lease surface areas. So there you go. So that is wrong way. So that is a lease there. If we were to look elsewhere, you can start seeing leases there. As far as private property goes, the best way to get into private property is actually to knock on some doors, ask around, go to the pub. You know, that's the best way to get on and find out who owns this property. You might have to knock on 10 doors in the neighbourhood before you're allowed on one, which then leads you to the other 6, you know. So that is what I do, and eventually you'll get on Thingo. But this can tell you, you used to be able to get on some of the globe maps, like Queensland Globe, and tell what's private property and what's public property, but you do not, you can't actually see that anymore. This system does not show you who owns what land. So unfortunately, that's how it is. So yeah, so that's the way to identify leases. Yeah, so righto. We've gone an hour and 40 minutes. Do you think that's enough? Well, Mark says the randomizer should have run out of steam by now. It probably has. I've also run out of steam. So that's the show tonight. Next week's show, I suspect, will be live from that fire. That fire right there. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully there'll be a few of us sitting around. The swan gets drawn tomorrow by Natalie. Okay, so Nat will be on that tomorrow morning. The swan's name. We've got the little Bounty Hunter Junior giveaway, which will happen Wednesday, I think. So that's still there. So make sure you go and enter that. And yeah, sorry.
Daylight Helpline.
Oh yeah. If you got any questions, Daylight Helpline. You can also see us on virtually all of those things: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm even just starting TikTok. So yes, so everything's happening. So right, okay, guys. thanks very much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to do these shows for you. It's built such an amazing community, and I really, really, really enjoy doing this for you guys. So thanks very much, guys. See you later.